So, have you ever wondered what would happen when really stupid people watch Game of Thrones and then take all the wrong lessons from it? Well, that's the Trump administration in a nutshell. President Trump's chief of staff, Mark Meadows, has told several White House staffers he's fed specific nuggets of information to suspected leakers to see if they pass them on to reporters, a trap that would confirm his suspicions. Now, you're wondering, how do we know about this information? Well, it's because it was leaked to reporters, which is just amazing. The Trump administration is filled with people who despise their careers and their lives and are miserable. Meadows told pretty much everyone about his secret Tyrion-esque plan, except he doesn't know how to be intelligent in any way, shape, or form. Multiple officials told Axios that Meadows has been unusually vocal about his tactics. So far, he's caught only one person for a minor leak. When you're vocal about your super secret leak plan where you feed specific information to other people to try to weed them out, that might defeat the purpose. I don't know.
Okay, two things about this. First of all, it's Kellyanne Conway. Okay, it's so obvious. Second of all, it's Jared Kushner and Ivanka Trump. They do a lot of leaking to undermine their enemies in the White House. And the reason you can't catch the leakers is you can't go to the president and say it's your daughter doing the leaking. And the third person who does the most leaking is Donald Trump. So in other stories, it's been reported that Donald Trump at night calls a bunch of his Yahoo friends like, hey, you'll never believe what we did. And then they go and tell the press. And so you can't tell the president you're the idiot who's accidentally leaking all the information, okay? But it's just a ship of fools. So Mark Meadows comes in, he goes, I got a great plan full of leakers. I'm gonna tell all you people who are potential leakers that I'm gonna target you one by one with false information. Now don't tell anybody about my secret plan. Oh, really, how can anybody be that dumb? And well, maybe Trump has found the perfect chief of staff for him.
Well, the thing about all these Trump administration officials too is I could just see them being so susceptible to flattery more than most people. Like a reporter just kind of cozies up to them and makes friends with them, and they're like, oh, a friend. We don't have those in the Trump administration. All we do is stab each other in the back, and that's a rule of thumb. And that's part of maybe why Mark Meadows doesn't want to be chief of staff for a long time in the Trump administration. There's been a lot of turnover, way more than other presidential administrations in the past. He doesn't think he's gonna stick around very long. 3.5 months in, he has told people he's struggling with the chief's job, and that if Trump wins re-election, he'll stay in the role only for an additional year, if that long. Look at what's happened on Meadows' watch, the walk to Lafayette Square, the complete mishandling of the COVID-19 crisis, the defense of the Confederate flag, and the botched handling of the intelligence on the Russian bounties on US soldiers, alleged. We could go on and on. It has been one of the worst stretches of the Trump presidency, says Chris Whipple in Politico. So my argument would be, when have Trump chiefs of staff, there we go, not presided over disasters? He's no different, but it's been a rough 2020, and that's directly because of the common denominator, Donald Trump.
To which I say, of course. Look, those 4 chiefs of staff are all different kinds of idiots, but obviously the one person who remains the same is Donald Trump. So they say, oh, Mark Meadows, I can't believe how you bungled COVID-19 in the protests. But Mark Meadows didn't do it, Trump did. So everybody's advising, don't keep saying positive things about the Confederate flag, but they can't tackle the guy. He's like, I love the Confederate flag and everything that it stood for, right? Like, don't tweet out white power. And he's like, he not only tweeted out white power, he went on a golf course and they couldn't catch him for hours. And then they turn around and blame Mark Meadows, right? And so Meadows is like, what do you want me to do? The guy's a total idiot and he won't listen to anyone. Exactly, Mark. That's why we told you that there's no winning in that job. But you were so arrogant and you thought, oh, I'm the one guy who's gonna get Donald Trump under control. no, the liberal media is wrong. He's not an idiot. He's really smart, and I'm really smart. We're gonna come up with smart strategies together. How'd that work out for you, Mark? 3.5 months in, he's like, I gotta go. I gotta get out of here.
He's crying uncle because this is what we've seen throughout the Trump administration. There is that arrogance, but there's also the desire to further one's career. White House chief of staff is kind of a big deal, although it might be a black mark on your record when Trump goes down in history. Just going back in time, we had Reince Priebus, who was the chief of staff for 192 days. John Kelly, 1 year, 154 days. That's actually pretty long, surprising. Mick Mulvaney, 1 year and 86 days. And Mark Meadows, 104 days. So basically 1 per year. That's not usually how it goes down, but of course it's an administration rife with turmoil and personal embarrassment for working for someone like that. Even within Republican circles, they've got to be embarrassed.
Now, having said that, he gets one last piece of criticism, and it's from conservatives. And what are they saying? They're saying that Mark Meadows has not led to arresting enough political opponents. They say he should have arrested thousands of people given the opportunity of the protests. Oh my God, there is no end to this evil. There is no bottom to this barrel. All right, post game's amazing, including a former chief of staff turning on Donald Trump. TYT.com/join or hit the join button below. We'll see you there in a minute.
Thanks for watching the Young Turks. Really appreciate it. Another way to show support is through YouTube memberships. You'll get to interact with us more. There's live chat emojis, badges. You've got emojis of me, Anna, John, JR. So those are super fun. But you also get playback of our exclusive member-only shows and specials right after they air. So all of that, all you gotta do is click that join button right underneath the video. Thank you.